Hey everybody, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is Vanessa. It is time for Why Not Paparazzi. Hope you guys are having a great evening. Just going to be talking with you from 6:30 to 7 p.m. about paparazzi and why you should consider joining this awesome business. So, I know that we've been having these chats for some time. It's been great being here with you guys. Today, what I want to talk about is when you start a business, what are the first things, first thoughts, and first steps you should take? And this is going to apply to paparazzi or any other business as well. So I'm super excited about talking to you guys about this. So if you're joining this and you see it live, you'll see the button here. Invite someone that you think may enjoy this. Invite someone you know that's looking into starting a business. Invite someone that you've been talking to about the business. Hello. Let somebody know that this information is here just to provoke some thought. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Appreciate it so much. So, again, we're going to be talking about today first steps and first thoughts in a business. So, we started talking about things like, why we should overcome our fear. And then we started talking about things like how we should schedule time and things like that. But I wanted to circle back a little bit and talk a little bit about how to let others know, family and friends, that you're even starting a business, right? So we're going to talk about some things, some tips, some things that I've learned, some things that I've read, some important things to mention about starting your business. Okay, so the first thing is, you started your business, you stepped out on faith, and you decided, oh my goodness, I'm gonna do it. I have this gift, I have this talent, I have this passion, I see this product I believe in, like paparazzi jewelry, and I'm just gonna do it. Those are our first thoughts. We do our research, we see what it takes. Okay, I purchase jewelry and I sell jewelry. Hello. Say hello when you come in as well. You purchase jewelry, you sell jewelry. I think I can do that. So you purchase your kit, or you invest in this business, or you get your business license, and you do all these things to start your business. Now what? You've stepped out on faith. You've stepped out and you've decided, I'm going to do this. And you've done your research and know that it's the right thing for you. You received your kit that paparazzi sends you. Remember, when you join, you receive a kit with a bunch of marketing material and 35 pieces of jewelry. So you receive that and you're like, okay, now what? Now what do I do? And this is the time that we're going to be talking about now, the time that will provoke your thoughts, to give you some tips and some things to consider if you're at the stage of just about to receive your kit or thinking about joining paparazzi. This is going to be good for you. So, first thing you want to do is figure out your business name. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you. Figure out your business name. Like, I remember when I first joined paparazzi, I was like, yeah, I'm excited. I love the jewelry. Got my kit. And then my business partner said, what's your business name? And I said, paparazzi. They said, no, what's your business name? You're an independent consultant. I was an independent consultant. So, my business name is Paparazzi Vanessa. I don't really know. I didn't really put any thought into it. So I had to really think about what my business name was going to be. And that was tough. That was really tough. And eventually I came to the name Actually, my husband thought of it, and he suggested it to me. Shout out to him. And I was like, oh yeah, I like that. But it took me some time, so I kind of lost some little steam, because I didn't plan for my business name. Then once you get your business name, you want to get some business cards, right? Business cards, some way of showing people. Maybe it could be electronic in this day and age. They do make electronic cards you can share. So you get your card because that is your walking advertisement that you can give to people electronically or in person that says, here's my information in case you need more of my product. Very important. You want to give it, somebody might buy jewelry, they might want some more. How do they find you? How do they get more jewelry? What is your website? So that's the other thing. Do you know your website? Paparazzi gives you a free website, and it comes with your investment of $99. So what is your website name? Put that on the card along with your business name. You want to do that. What is your slogan and your mission and vision statement? What is your, like, for instance, mine is Be Treasures and Guilty Pleasures, where the jewelry is a pleasure and a treasure to behold. So you want to think about those things. You think that they may not be important, but they're very important because it is what separates you from other people doing the same thing you do, and it puts you in a unique space of identifying yourself and your business, also known as kind of branding. And then you want to create a plan of action to tell others. This is like the biggest step, right? That people always get nervous about. I know I was nervous about it too. And because it's big. So you're in your own personal space and you're like, I think I can do this business. You buy the kit, you're still in your own personal space. You're like, I think I can do this. You think about your business name, you do all of these things, then it's time to launch. People have to know about your business to support you, right? And this is whatever business you're talking about. I'm talking about paparazzi, and it could be any business that you are looking into. People have to know what you have. I always say you can have the best product ever, but if nobody knows that you have it, what good is it? How are you selling it? How are you pushing it? So this is important to create a plan of action to tell others. So there is hello. Thank you for tuning in. So we're talking about first steps, first thoughts of businesses, and I'm using paparazzi as an example, but this can be any business. We talked about figuring out your business name, getting business cards, creating a slogan, a mission and vision statement, everything that kind of identifies you as you. Now we're on creating a plan of action to tell others. So the first thing I will say is word of mouth. Word of mouth is so powerful. We all have friends and we have circles that we kind of move in. Word of mouth. You want to start getting the buzz out there. When you make that decision, I think I'm going to start this business. I think I'm going to do this. You want to start warming your friends and family up to it. Hey, you know what? I'm thinking about starting this business. I think I might be launching pretty soon. Stay tuned. I'm going to have some stuff. Do you mind looking at it? Would you be open to kind of seeing my product, giving me some feedback? Those types of things. You want to kind of open it up to your friends and family first, word of mouth. They tell their friends, ask your friend if she would look at it, those types of things. That's the first way that you want to kind of tell others and introduce people to what you're going to be doing, right? So you want to tell your family and friends. And listen, let me just say this. Depending on how many businesses you have or you have started or want to start, you may have some naysayers and some people like, what you going to do? What? Don't be discouraged. If you've prayed about it, if you've thought about it, and you know this is what you want to do, go forth and prosper. They'll come back around. Yes, yes. So we have this thing like when we, with paparazzi, when we invest that $99 to join and we're waiting on our kit and we receive our kit and has all those marketing materials in there, it has 35 beautiful pieces. A lot of people have a box opening party, you know, either on Zoom, Facebook, and in the house. They invite people, hey, I want you to see what's in my box. I'm gonna open my box tonight. And that has been something that we have been doing, and just to kind of introduce our friends and family to it. So you know, you can talk about it at work, but you know, you want to be careful with work because you know, you don't want to become the person that's always trying to, hey, buy this, hey, look at this, hey, get this, hey, don't you want this? You know, type of person. There are rules and regulations at work. You want to be sure that you abide by, but you do want to mention it. Hey, what do you think? You know, have this side gig, you know, to you know, the people that you kind of talk with a lot at work. Hello, hello, hello. So that's one, the word of mouth through talking. Social media. I mean, I can't say enough about social media. Social media, I mean, I was born before social media. I won't say when I was born. Hello, hello, hello. I won't say when I was born, but I was born before social media. Yes, we do. We do tell them about the coupons. We'll be quick to tell somebody about a sale, won't we? Girl, let me tell you what happened. I went down to Bath and Body Works, and I do that all the time. Girl, look at this coupon. So we do want to tell people about our business. Hey, Jackie. Bubbly. That's a new word for me. So social media, we're talking about first steps and thoughts in our business. We first get our kit, we first get our start our business, first steps and thoughts, right? So we're on how to tell others, and we were talking about word of mouth, and now we're talking about social media for those who just joined. I mean, this social media thing is so powerful. It has a positive, it can have a positive impact and a negative impact at the same time. It's crazy. But when we're talking about our business, there are numerous ways we can introduce ourselves on social media, how we can market and use our business. But we're talking about, we get our kit and we're going to use social media. We want to post our product, put it in front of people so they can see, and make sure you include all of your information, like your business name that we talked about, your contact information, how do people buy, your website name. Include that information because you're going to have like a mix of people who are going to want to go to your website, who are going to want to watch you live, who are going to want to look at your pics. You have to address and cater to each area. I had one of my customers told me one time, Vanessa, I love the jewelry, but I can't watch you for 2 hours showing no jewelry. And I respect that, right? Because not everybody wants to sit in front of the phone or their device and watch me show jewelry or anybody for 2 hours, right? So it's important that you really present your product, your service to everyone in different manners. Okay, so I'm going to post what I'm doing and on social media. I'm going to go live like I'm doing now. Hey, everybody, guess what? I started this magnificent, hey, Jackie, magnificent business. I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. I'm so excited. Enthusiasm is everything on social media. If I have a product, then I'm like, I want to show you guys this pen. It's a really nice pen. You should buy one because it writes really nice. That's not very convincing, right? It's not very convincing. But if I say, oh my gosh, I just wrote with this pen, you guys, woo, bow, bow. I got that stylus on the end. This thing is smooth sailing. I wrote my name and it was nice and neat. Let me tell you, this is a pen like no other pen you've ever seen. See the difference? I should do my jewelry like that, right? So, enthusiasm is everything when you're talking about social media. And don't always tell people profile pic, banner. You gotta love what you do and do what you love. That's not my quote. It's a quote from someone I read once, and it really stuck with me because that always presents itself, especially. Sorry. And it always is stuck with me because, you know, you got to have a passion for what you're doing. It shows itself on social media. You know, send out messages in Messenger. You can tell people, hey, you know, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, or hey, I know we've talked a while, but I want to tell you about my new business and introduce your business there that way. Now, you don't want to harass people to death. You know, you just want to say, hey, if you're interested, check me out. And we're talking about first thoughts and first steps in your new business, right? And then if they're interested, you want to kind of let them know when you are going to present the jewelry. If you're using social media for your business, whatever that may be, whatever that business is, make sure you're consistent with when you present it, because people look for that. They're like, okay, people know I'm going to be live on Saturdays at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. And so people look for me at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. You want to be consistent with that time on social media because it's a potential that you're not the only one doing it. So they might go and find someone else, which is perfectly fine. Yes, you got to plant those seeds. Exactly. And people will find you if you're consistent and you're presenting yourself every week in social media. Will be fine. So the next thing is social interaction. So we talk about word of mouth, spreading the word with family and friends first, using social media, then social interactions, right? It's so great. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining social interactions. When you're out and about, if you can, I sell jewelry. I must wear my jewelry. I got so many compliments on this today. I was in the Walmart. And so those are social interactions I'm talking about, a way for you to be a marketing billboard for yourself. If you make other products that you don't wear, just have them with you when you are interacting with others. Have your card or marketing products like a bag with your logo on it or your information on it, you know, make it visible, car decals, things like that. Those things where you're connecting with others and it's not in your circle of friends or your friends' friends, it's others. You want them to visibly see you have a product or service. Car magnets are super awesome. So there's another thing to consider. And you want to look into these things. What are some things that I can purchase? Because I always say you have to spend money to make money. Spend money to make money. So you want to invest in some marketing type tools and things like that. And don't be afraid to talk to people. I, believe it or not, some may not know this, but I have once upon a time been a very shy person. I know, you're shocked. I know. Not so shy now, but sometimes things kind of come up and they're like, they expose my former shyness. And talking to people was definitely one of them. You know, I talk to you guys. It's like I'm talking to the camera, you're not here in front of me. But, you know, talking to people, it's like you don't want to offend people or things like that. But you definitely want to interact with others, especially when they compliment you. they say something about the product or service. They ask you about it. Hey, like, what is that? Love your name, your catchy slogan, that type of thing. So you don't be afraid, and find different events out in the community that are practicing social distancing. Now it's kind of tough, but there's still some things and ways that you can participate in community or social events where you can definitely profile your item or service. So that's great. So we had word of mouth, social media, social interactions. So now let's shift and talk a little bit about marketing, branding, and longevity, right? So let me just say this. I always say this public service, I am not an expert on these talks that I have every other Friday. Is really about things that I've learned, tips that someone told me, just things I want to share. So I'm not an expert, and if I've left anything out, I always say you guys could probably think of way more ideas and thoughts. This is just to provoke thought about your business, about if you're thinking about a business, about joining it, what you need to consider, especially today. And really just kind of promote your thinking about stepping out there and doing it. Because you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me. So marketing, branding, and longevity. Again, we talked about getting a logo. Or if you can't get... Yes, I am. If you can't get a logo, because they range anywhere between, depending on who you get, they can range anywhere from $100 to a couple of $100, depending on who you ask. But there are different ways. I think Fiverr is an app or a software that has people on their offering to do certain things like logos and graphics and things like that for, I think it is $5. I've never used them, but I guess I'm just giving them a shout out because I know some people who have used them. But even if you just want to attach a graphic to your business name in the background, there are a lot of photo apps like Pic Collage and Canva that you can utilize to do that. And listen, we're trying to fake it till we make it, right? So we're going to do that. And use your slogan every time you mention your business name. Talk about marketing, branding, longevity. You got your logo, you got your business name. Use it every time. You see in the background, you see my V Treasures here. I mention it. VTreasuresandGuiltyPleasures.com is my website. Ching! Check out my $5 jewelry. That's a shameless plug. But you want to incorporate it into your conversations, into your marketing plan, and things like that. Get visual objects that help provide visibility, like banners and signs and things like that. Yes, faith it till we make it and beyond. I like that. I'm going to use that. Insert these things into your packaging and shipping if you are. So I recently got this sign from a friend of mine who started a business with her daughter. It's called Heaven, L-E-I, products, I think. But she has a sticker on the back of there that has her business name on there. And I thought, oh, that's a genius. So now if anybody sees that, grabs it, turns around, they're going to know where I got it from. So that was great. Also, give good customer service. Give good customer service, please. Customer service to me is key. I like to receive good customer service, so I usually I always give out good customer service because that is important. People know that you're working with them, and you don't want everybody to take advantage of you, but you do want to give that good customer service where it is needed, and it will be respected. And don't be afraid to give something away. This is big. Husband told me that Les Brown once told that. said that in a seminar of some sort. Don't be afraid to give something away. During my paparazzi lives, I have games, I have giveaways. I just gave away this beautiful Z collection necklace. It's from our $25 line. Hey, Ty. Not selling jewelry, just talking about businesses. But thank you for tuning in. So don't be afraid to give something away. People will want to know what your product is like. You give a little, you receive a little. You show people, and they get to actually use it or wear it. And they're like, oh, if they like, for instance, jewelry. I mean, if you're giving something away, number one, that shows you appreciate people. Jackie. It's so funny. Yeah, that shows you appreciate people, and that yes, you did win that Z. That you appreciate them, and that you care enough about your product to share it. So here are some final thoughts. It's almost 7 o'clock. So let's recap. We talked about, again, you're stepping out on faith. You're starting this business. You decided to follow your dream or your passion of whatever this business is, and we're hoping it's paparazzi. And you want to, first thoughts and first steps, your business name, business cards, slogan and vision and mission statement, plan to tell others. You're using word of mouth. You're using social media. You're doing your social interactions. And you have your logo. You're using graphics. You have a slogan. And you are embodying your business. Final thoughts. Don't compare yourself to others. Walk your own path. Walk to the beat of your own drum. What God has for you is for you. Some of us have quicker paths to success than others. Doesn't make you any less special than anyone else. I promise you, it doesn't matter if you get there today or tomorrow. If God plans to bless you, He's still going to bless you. So be encouraged by that, and don't compare yourself to others. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. When you have a business and you're doing all of these things to the best of your ability, it's still going to ebb and flow. Sometimes you're going to sell a lot. Sometimes you're going to sell a little. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. So keep striving for that. Always revisit your goals and visions for your company. Revisit them. Make sure you're still on path, on target for them. You're heading in the right direction. It's still relevant. Revise them if you need to. And next is stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right? Always be prepared. As prepared as you can be. As prepared as you can be. You have an event. Start getting your jewelry together. You're going live. Take some extra time. Plan accordingly. An hour here, 2 hours there, up until the time. Stay ready. Always have your product available. Right? And the last tip that I have for you is there is no substitute for hard work. No substitute for hard work. We mention all these things. You are running your business. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be something that you are going to put your blood, sweat, and tears into. You're going to pray about it, have faith about it, and you're going to keep going. Yes, ma'am, you got to stay ready. You never know when the Lord's going to bless you, because I always say, you'll hear me say this a ton of times, because I say it all the time when I'm talking to people. I have the philosophy that I'm always gonna be stay ready for my blessing, or I'm gonna pray about where I need to be for my blessing, because I don't know where God is gonna put, where He's gonna use someone, or where my blessing lies, or when is the appointed time. So I gotta be ready at all things. Thank you, Latoya. Yes, there is no substitute for hard work. Just doesn't exist. So keep pushing, you guys. Keep running your business. If you're thinking about a business, consider, and you love jewelry, consider Paparazzi. I'm going to post something in the comments below after this live about how to join Paparazzi. Remember, it's an investment of only $99 to join. You get 35 pieces of jewelry. And if you resell them, you make your investment back. And plus, money to purchase more jewelry and further your business. So please consider it. It's been a great business for me. I'm so happy I did it. I'm going to post the link again in the comments after the live about this. But if you're considering any business in general, you know, and you've done your homework and it's something you want to do, go for it. Go forth and embody it, own it, and embrace it. And be consistent. Be consistent. Okay, you guys, I thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining my live. This is Why Not Paparazzi. I'm Vanessa Lowe. I thank you for tuning in and joining this. If you're watching the replay, please make a comment. Please, join in. Say your feelings and thoughts. Message me if you have anything, topics in the future you want me to talk about. I will definitely do that. So have a good night. Happy Friday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Remember, my live jewelry show is 10 a.m., 10 p.m. on Saturdays. So have a good night, everybody.